Like many young boys growing up in Indiana, Joel Haler had one dream and one goal.
I'll be honest, I put a lot of time and effort into, being the basketball player that I was. That was, in a sense, my God.
By high school, he had achieved that goal and had the admiration of coaches and fans. That despite fighting a degenerative disc disease in his back.
Took pain medicine to help that. I went to a chiropractor multiple times to readjust, which helped. But again, going back to, the lifestyle of just go when it came to basketball, it just continued to get worse and worse.
Joel was recruited by Hope College in Michigan, but one day at practice his sophomore year, he heard something pop in his back.
But then I started feeling a little bit of numbness and tingling in my toes, and I had never experienced that before.
A trip to the ER resulted in a normal MRI and medication for pain. But when Joel woke up in his dorm room at 3 a.m. that night, the meds had worn off, and he was paralyzed from the waist down.
Joel calls and says, "Dad, I don't have any feeling, and I can't move my legs. And I don't know what to do." I was praying for Joel, asking God for wisdom. Lord, what's going on?
When his father Eric arrived at Joel's dorm room, he wasn't prepared for what he saw.
Where it really hit was, so his 4 or 5 buddies are there with him in the wheelchair, and it's when they go with me to the truck to put Joel in the truck. And they pick him up and his legs are dangling. And that's what it really hit my heart, because it was like, oh crap. He can't, to see his legs dangling, I lost it.
At St. Vincent Hospital in Indianapolis, Joel underwent 11 days of testing. In the end, doctors found no reason for the paralysis. He went home confined to a wheelchair.
I think the biggest thing was the questions that were actually going through my mind. Because there's no diagnosis, what's going to happen? It was immediate pointing fingers at God, and it was his fault. He caused this. This is not what I was supposed to do in life. Why did he mess up my future? Why did he mess up my plans?
Meanwhile, people from the Halers church were praying for Joel's healing. His mother, Karen, remembers it well.
And the body of Christ coming alongside of us and just encouraging us and praying with us and just being there for us.
One day, Joel gave all his fears to God.
I think it really boils down to I felt worthless and not of value. I felt empty, but then filled, because I was beginning to empty out the garbage that was in my life and handing it over to him, and then actually discovering truth and what I was looking for, and that was actually in the person of Jesus. I felt a huge weight come off my shoulders.
He also began to read the Bible, pray, and believe in healing. One Sunday, a fellow church member, Braxton Farmer, who'd been praying for Joel's healing, told Joel something God had told him.
I was praying, God, I hope Joel will get his legs back and that he won't be hurt. And then I heard a voice say, "You'll walk on a Thursday." A smooth voice like that.
Immediately, the Lord reminded me of the dream that I had had. I was running through my high school fieldhouse tunnel. I was running through that paper banner, and instead of the cool artwork, mine said J23.
Joel checked out a calendar. J23, or January 23rd, was 4 days away. It was a Thursday.
I freaked out.
At 3 a.m. that Thursday morning, Joel felt tingling in his toes.
That's where it really hit me. Here we go. And it started working its way up my legs, and it actually became very painful. So it took an hour and a half to reach my hips, and that's when the pain died down. Pinched myself, wiggled my toes, thinking, this is the real deal. What is happening right now? I remember swinging my legs over to the side of the bed for 20 minutes and just sitting on the side of the bed, kind of going through everything that had just happened these last couple months and what the doctors had said. And I just sat there and I said, doesn't matter what doctors have to say.
Doctors had told him that he'd never walk again.
I got up and I walked as if nothing was wrong. and to walk normally is a miracle.
That was a day of great joy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, did that really just happen? You know, I was amazed.
Today, as Joel plays a pickup game of basketball with friends, he's much more aware of God's love and healing power.
It's one of those things that I get to enjoy the fact that I can actually play, and that it's a gift that He gave me to actually glorify Him.
It's opened my heart more to the Lord and more of the supernatural, that God does want to do miracles and He does want to heal.
The love of God, the connection with Him, and just to believe Him for bigger and better things.
Jesus gave me my identity. He gave me a new mind. He gave me His mind, and He created me anew. That was what He did. Jesus completely restored my life.